of your size. I've been big my whole life. I was a 200-pound 4th grader. I was a 400-pound 12th grader. I've heard it all. Fat, fatty, Four Eyes, Thunder Eyes, Jabba the Hutt, Bubble Butt. The most pathetic of which are stuff like Cartman or Peter Griffin or Gaben. Those are just the names of other fat people. That's not a joke or an insult. After several years here on YouTube, I've personally become immune to it, and I think my audience has picked up on that because the fat hatred for me personally has decreased dramatically. But I am seeing it elsewhere, targeted at other people, mostly women for some reason. I think this all has to do with the health at any size and fat acceptance movement. This is causing a backlash, which is causing skinnier people or even self-hating fat people to push back. So if you are a member of that movement, let me go ahead and set the record straight. Health at any size is a lie. If you are 50 or 100 pounds or more overweight, you are directly impacting your health. If for some reason the entire medical community is not enough to convince you of that, then let me try. At 40 years old, I take 15 pills a day and an injection just to stay alive. And on top of that, my knees are shot, my back is shot. I have trouble walking, I have trouble standing. Hell, these days I have trouble sitting comfortably. Just keep in mind this old saying. There are a lot of fat people and there are a lot of old people, but there's not a lot of fat old people. Now, if you are part of the fat acceptance movement, let me thank you personally. As a member of that same movement, I want to say that you are doing noble work. However, fat acceptance shouldn't be about convincing the whole world to love and accept you. Fat acceptance should be about learning to love yourself. In my years on YouTube, I have tried to do exactly what you're trying to do. Convince people not to hate me exclusively because of my size and to look past it to see all of the other wonderful traits I brought to the table. And many people have chosen to do this, and many people outright refuse. And I've learned that you can't please all of the people all of the time, and only a fool will try. What I have successfully done over the last few years is learn to accept and love myself. And that's where the real healing began. It has taken a hell of a lot of effort to learn to love this. But thanks to my awesome wife, my awesome friends, my awesome family, and my awesome viewers, I learned to love it just the same. In fact, I discovered I love myself so much that I even love myself more than I do buffets. And I love me some buffets. Because of that change in my head and my heart, I actually stopped gaining weight for the first time in my life and started going in the other direction. And while it's been very slow over the last 3 years, I'm currently 60 pounds smaller than I was at my biggest. And that's the hypocritical thing about fat hatred, by the way, because this is a group of people that say they would love to eliminate fat people and encourage everyone to lose weight, but they do it completely the wrong way. One of the key ingredients of beating obesity is learning to love and care for yourself, and that's really hard to do when you log into the internet to find hundreds of thousands of people berating and mocking you. I have watched the internet grow up since its infancy, and I can tell you, going all the way back to the 90s, from fat chicks and party hats to Reddit's Fat People Hate Today, I have seen all of the fat hatred that's ever been posted on the internet, and I can assure you, not one bit of it has ever helped me. In fact, on some of my most desperate days when I was trying to muster all the strength it could to do the things that I needed to do just to stay alive and avoid food, reading that stuff, seeing it on the internet, or God forbid, even seeing it in some of my favorite television shows, made me want to give up and eat. And so I did. And fellow fat people, it's nobody's fault but my own. Remember that. But that stuff didn't help. So if you are one of the people that post in one of these hate group echo chambers, do me a favor. Let's just be honest with ourselves here. You know you're not helping anybody. At the very least, you're getting your rocks off making fun of people you don't like. But chances are you're also doing a lot of damage when people see this stuff. Your excuse that fat people are all subhuman, lazy pieces of crap doesn't float because we are people. We are human beings with thoughts and emotions just as strong and as valid as yours, and we're doing the best we can, even if our best isn't up to your standards. The excuse you use is that it's a choice, but let's be honest, would anyone choose this? I mean, look at this, look at this. Do you think I would choose this? Or do you think I'm doing everything I humanly can to fight it? The misperception that fat people are stupid or lazy or weak-willed is one of the